Hello, welcome back to Learn Oikonomia. Again, we are discussing 15 expected questions for UGC NET exam today. So let's get started. So here you can see five different items. So you have to see which of the items given are included in the NAMA. NAMA, it stands for non-agricultural market access. Okay, so we have to see which of these are included in NAMA. You have manufacturing products, fuel products, fish and fish products, forestry products, and mining products in the list, and you have to see which of these are included in NAMA. The right answer is all of these are included in the NAMA. That is option D is right. All of these is right. So NAMA negotiations of World Trade Organization actually covers all these items. Okay, with that we move on to the next question. This is a match the following kind of questions. If you have gone through the question paper, then you might have got an idea regarding these kinds of questions. You can expect these kinds of questions because this match the following kinds of questions. It is mostly some kind of tricky questions. Okay. So without going into the depth of that, I would like to deal with this particular question right now. You have to match the first list with the second list by selecting the right answer from the second list for the codes given. Okay. So you have in the first list you have first, second, third, and fourth. These are WTO sessions, and you have to see which are the centers of different WTO sessions. As centers, you have in the list Doha, Singapore, Geneva, and Seattle. So you have to see which of the rounds are related to which of the centers. Okay, and you have different orders in the different options. The right option is option B, that is 2, 3, 4, and 1. I'll be explaining this. The first session of WTO session was held in Singapore. The second was held in Geneva. The third was held in Seattle, and the fourth was held in Doha. That's it. With that, we move on to the next question. Here you are given different statements related to multilateral investment guarantee agency, and you have to see which of the statements given above either are correct. The first statement is multilateral investment guarantee agency became operational in 1945, and then the second sentence is multilateral investment guarantee agency is an insurance wing of the World Bank Group. You have to see that both these statements are right, so the right answer is option B. Sorry, only the second statement is right. It is not the multilateral investment agency. It is not. It has not become operational in 1945. So as a result, the right option is option B. That is, only sentence 1 is right. It is an agency which is an insurance wing of the World Bank Group or the World Bank. Okay, option B is the right one. Please get clear with respect to this question. Okay. Next, here you are given some items like domestic support, market access, and export subsidies. You have to see which of the following pillars are included in the Agreement on Agriculture of WTO. It is also known as AOA. Okay, you might be familiar with the AOA. It stands for Agreement on Agriculture. So see which are included. The right answer is option D. All these are included. It includes domestic support, it includes market access, as well as it includes export subsidies. Next, this question is related to development economics. It is asked as the unbalanced growth model was proposed first by whom? Albert O. Hirschman, Singer and Prebisch, Kindleberger and Ragnar Nurse. Then you have Roster and Paul Stirin in the question. Okay, so you have to see the right option. The right answer is option A, that is 1 and 2. That is Hirschman as well as Singer and Prebisch included when it comes to the unbalanced growth theory. This Rosto, Streeton, as well as Kindleberger and Rachmaninoff, they are also include. They have also propounded certain theories when it comes to international when it comes to development economics. So we will be when it comes to videos, we are actually taking these the theories propounded by these people, almost all the people. So we'll be discussing the theories as well. So with that, we move on to the next question. The Harry-Doma model, again a question from the arena of development economics. It is based on the concept of and their equality of what? Population and productivity growth, investment and average growth rate of income, actual warranted and natural growth rate, productivity growth and investment growth. The right answer is option C, that it deals with uh, actual warranted and natural growth rate. When we have discussed this Harry-Doma model in the videos which discuss the Harry-Doma model, we have we have explained in detail the actual growth rate, warranted growth rate, and natural growth rate. So that's it. I don't want to go to the details of that right now. Next, we are moving on to an important aspect of international economics. It is with respect to factor endowment theory. It is known as what? Modern theory of international trade, a classical theory of international trade, reciprocal demand theory, and finally and lastly, final one is factor proportion theory of international trade, and the right one is option C, 1 and 4. That means modern theory of international trade. It is considered to be modern theory of international trade, and also it is known as a factor proportion theory of international trade. Next, you have a most important theory of increasing public expenditure is associated with what? So this is a question which is asked from the arena of public economics. You have in the options Adolf Wagner hypothesis, critical limit hypothesis, administrative efficiency hypothesis, and stability of income hypothesis, and the right answer is option C. That is only one is right. That is Wagner's hypothesis. This is known as the increase in public expenditure hypothesis. Next question, you are given assertion and reason, and you have to see which are correct or which is correct. First one, assertion is that there is a natural tendency to collude under oligopoly. Then the reason is interdependence of firms in oligopolistic markets. You have to see that both of these are correct. Both the assertion as well as the reason are correct, and this our reason is considered to be the correct explanation for the assertion. Next question. In short run, the marginal cost of output is the cost of additional labor and materials used in the production. The reason given is materials and labor used in production alone vary in short run, and the right answer is option C. That is both assertion as well as reason are correct, and reason is the correct explanation of assertion. You have marginal cost of output is you know that it is a cost of additional labor and materials used in the production. So it is something which vary in the short run, right? Again, assertion and statement are given. Post-reform liberal trade policies have stimulated India's growth. That is, assertion and statement is private enterprise got opportunities to contribute to growth of Indian manufacturing industries. Here, A is right. That is, option A is right. Both these are correct, and this is correct explanation to the assertion. Again, assertion and reason are given. Assertion is use of goods and services from which one can be excluded are known as pure goods. And the reason is such goods and services are not provided by the state. You have to say that option A is right. Private good, it is a good that exhibits excludability property. It is also a rival. Excludability property means if you are not paying, then you can be excluded from using that particular good. And rivalries means there is some kind of competition happening, because the good is what to say, the good is available in limited quantity only. The one who pays would be getting the good, and the one who is not paid won't be getting. That is some kind of competition is happening. Okay, if one consumer is getting the good, that is something which prevents other person from consuming the good. So excludability property means you can be excluded if you are not paying for the good, and rivals means some kind of competition is happening. If you are getting that good, that means that the other person is not getting. So these are the two properties of private good. So here the right answer is that both assertion as well as the statement reason given here are correct, and also the reason given here is a correct explanation for the assertion given here. Next, again you are given assertion as well as statement. Assertion is a country is poor because it is poor, and the reason is income of a poor country is low, so its savings and investment are low. Low investment limits its productive capacity, which leads to low output as well as income. Here both the assertion as well as reason are correct. This is actually an instance taken from the Ragnarson's theory. He has told that he is a person who had put forward a vicious circle of poverty. So in his vicious circle of poverty theory, Ragnar has told this: a country is poor because it is poor, and also he has given the reason for the same, and the assertion and the reason here given are right, and the reason is the correct explanation for the assertion. Next question, again assertion and reason. All historical events are a result of continuous economic struggle between different classes and groups in a society, and this struggle is because of the conflict between the mode of production and the value attached to the roles of different agents of production. This is something which is taken from Karl Marx, the Marxian theory. Here the right answer is option B. Both are correct, and both assertion as well as reason are correct, and the reason given here is the correct explanation for the assertion given here. So Karl Marx has he has something to deal with. He has propounded this theory which is something related to historical events, class struggle, etc. So it is related to the conflict between modes of production, then class struggle, all these kinds of things. So I don't want to go to the details of this because we have already explained in detail about Marxian theory in our earlier videos. Then this is a different type of question. You have to identify the order, that is you have to see the chronological order of development of theory of demand. So this is with respect to microeconomics, and you have Marshall's theory of demand, indifference, weak preference and weak preference ordering of theory of demand. You have to see the correct order, and the right answer is option D, that is 1 2 3 4. It is given as it is, that is the right order. The Marshall, he, as we all know, he has put forward the cardinal utility analysis, which is considered to be the oldest theory of demand, and it was in 1920 that he propounded a theory. Then came the indifference analysis, which was put forward by Edgeworth, and then after that Higgs and Allen had used this approach. Then they went for the ordinary utility analysis. After that, Samuelson in 1938 he propounded the weak preference analysis. Finally, it was Higgs in 1956 who put forward the weak preference ordering when it comes to the theory of demand. So that's all for today. Thank you for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe to this channel for more video, and also please be a part of my Telegram channel and Telegram group so that you can discuss your doubts there. And I'll be providing the links of both my Telegram channel and Telegram group in the description box. That's all for today. Thank you.